Why, hello there, and welcome to Surf and Turf with Travis. My name is Travis Touchdown, philanthropist, entrepreneur, and proud inheritor of my parents' vast Cheddar Bay biscuit fortune. In a moment, you'll see two contestants duke it out to decide my next vacation destination. One represents a relaxing beach getaway, while the other will fight tooth and nail for a trip to the forest. Each competitor will prepare a meal best suited to each locale to further entice me and may just walk out of here with a $100,000 cash prize. So, stay tuned for my further ego trip, some treats you don't want to miss, and find out if I decide surf or turf. I'll see you right after the break.
She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Here's dessert, ladies. There's only 3. These look good. Oh, you didn't get one. Here. I have both.
Sharing, it's the icing on the cake. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Welcome back to Surf or Turf with me, Travis. To have a show, we need a guest, so let's cut right to the chase and meet our first contestant, shall we? Our first guest is a self-proclaimed forest nut and all-around great camper, Glenn. But before we get to meet her and have a little chat, let's take a look briefly at Glenn's knack for packing. Take it away.
Hello there. This is Camper Girl Glenn showing you why you should go on a camping vacation. So first, I'm going to show you some stuff that I would pack to go camping. First off, right here, we've got your shower shoes. You want to make sure that your piggies are nice and clean when you use those public bathroom showers. But let me tell you, showering outside and hearing nature is one of the best things that you can do. Next, pack that water bottle. Make sure that you're hydrated at all times. You want to be careful when you're in the outdoors, hiking and doing all sorts of outdoor activities. Then we've got your swimsuit for all of those exciting water adventures that you could be taking. Another water adventure that you don't want to be caught wet in would be some rain, so make sure to bring that raincoat, okay? Next up, when it is rainy and you have to hang out in the tent, you gotta play some Scrabble. So if that doesn't sound like an enticing, fun, thrilling vacation, I really don't know what does. So come camping with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Glenn.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here today, Glenn. How are you doing?
Great, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing decently. All right, so let's get right into it. What camping food classic are we going to be making today?
We're going to make a snack mix that we can bring on the go with us for all of our camping excursions.
Awesome. Would you like to talk about your ingredients a little bit?
Yes. So for this snack mix, I decided to bring some Cheerios, Chex Mix, pretzels, chocolate chips, and peanuts. I did a little bit of subbing in for this mix so that we could make it a little more exciting. So I subbed in some goldfish, corn nuts, and M&Ms.
Oh, very interesting. And I assume you're doing that to make it a bit more colorful, a bit more showy to the audience.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, let's cut to the chase. Let's get started. So,
all right.
How are we going to do this, Glenn?
We're going to open all the bags and then pour them into these baggies so that we can, mix it all up in the bags. With things such as, the corn nuts, you're going to want to be careful with the opening because you don't want to put in too many corn nuts in one bag because it could get a little nutty.
Oh, I do like my nuts, though, Glenn. I do enjoy a good amount of corn nuts. Okay.
All right. So I will go first here and put in the ratio that I like.
Oh, what is the ratio?
I like having more protein than any of the other things here. We got to open it a little more than this. Peanuts aren't, microscopic. So we're going to put some peanuts in. Nice, good helping there.
Sure, I'll dump mine in there.
Then we're going to get some pretzels, that good salty crunch.
Ooh. And I see you're not breaking up your pretzels, you're keeping them whole.
No, I'm not. That's the aspect of the bag that we can just shake it up, you know, get
Interesting.
it really broken down.
Wow.
Then a little dash of, you know, M&Ms to keep it sweet and colorful.
Wow.
More of these goldfish, also to add to the color, the saltiness. And then, last but not least, the corn nuts, one of my personal favorites. And there's some good flavoring on these to make it a little more zesty.
Good. So now what do you do after you put in all of your ingredients?
After I put them all in the bag, I like to shake it up a bit. And you can kind of bend them around in the bag so that you can break up those pretzels if you prefer them to be a little smaller in bite size so that they can kind of fit in with the rest of the ingredients because they tend to be a little smaller to make, you know, a handful easier for you to put in your mouth when you're on those outdoor trips.
Sure. Now, do you pack exclusively your Chex, your mix, or do you bring anything else along with it? Do you
On a
bring
hike?
any? Yeah, on the hike. Do you?
Yes, definitely. Protein bars, occasionally some lunch meat, a lot of water, electrolytes if need be, if it's a really long hike.
So, why do you think I should vacation in the forest? Why do you think I should go camping?
Because you really get to be one with nature, and there's you know, no formal structures out in the woods, and you get to sleep under the sky.
Is there any woods in particular you think I should go to, or?
I really like being on Squam Lake. It's in New Hampshire. I think it's very quaint.
Do you have anything to say to your campy competitor who's coming up next, or your beachy battler? Excuse me.
My beachy battler, fresh water's better than salt. So.
All right. So, well, there you have it, folks. Don't go anywhere. We are going to try Glenn's world-famous snack mix after this commercial break. Stay with us.
Called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Here's dessert, ladies. Ooh, there's only 3. These look good. Oh, you didn't get one. Here. I have both.
Sharing, it's the icing on the cake. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. If you're just tuning in, we made Glenn's infamous snack mix, and I'm about to try and determine her worth as a human being based on it. So, let's dig in, shall we? All right, so you just want to get a handful of it and just shove it in your mouth. This is very good.
What do you think about the corn nuts?
I do enjoy the corn nuts. They're quite a unique addition. I've never seen corn nuts added in any other snack mix before.
Have you had them before the snack mix?
I have had them before the snack mix, yes. I've had nuts a couple of times in the past, you know. They're quite a delicacy. I do enjoy my nuts corned and uncorned, as it were. And the goldfish too. I think the corn nuts add such like this really good flavor and spice to it. You know?
Yeah, the spice might be more from the corn nuts because they have a chili flavoring. But I think the palate across the board is pretty delectable.
Yes, and you add the M&Ms in there to have a bit of sweetness, and I think it all balances out really, really well.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Now, is there anything else you like to sub in? Say you're going crazy on your snack mix. Is there anything you'd like to just put in there? Is this like a fun little
Maybe
addition?
some pieces of beef jerky.
Really?
Yeah.
Beef jerky. All right. Well, after finally tasting your snack mix, I have to say it's really, really, really good. I never would have thought something so simple would taste so delicious. All the flavors mesh together just so well, and there's this really, really satisfying crunch to it. And you should be very proud of your creation, Glenn.
Thank you, I am.
Yes. So are there any last words you'd like to say before you depart our stage? Anything you'd like to add?
No, just that I very much so enjoyed being a part of this and being able to show the world my very incredible snack mix.
And what would you do with the $100,000 if you won?
Probably go to the strip club.
The strip club?
Yes.
Any reason why, or just like...
I just like spending my money on women who would enjoy it.
Yes. I don't really know how to respond to that, so thank you for coming on to my show, but will your dish alone be enough to net you that $100,000 cash prize? I sure hope not. It's time for the Camping Story Exchange. All right, Glenn, so tell me about this one very special time you went into the forest.
Well, there was this one trip that I went on with my family, and we had a Sour Patch as one of our fun camping snacks at the campground. We didn't bring it hiking because nutritionally it's not really going to get you that far. And I was bored and hanging out, and I checked out the serving size, and I realized that the serving size was 16. And I was young, and I decided that it'd be a fun challenge to see if I could fit a whole serving size in my mouth. So I slowly packed in all 16 of the Sour Patch Kids. And then I proceeded to choke on them for about 3 hours. And I then gained the nickname of 16, 4 squared, you know, Sour Patch Kid. The names just went on, but yeah, I got ridiculed for that from my family for months after.
Do they still call you 4 squared and 16 to this day?
No, not so much anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
So my story is a bit different from that. So I was traveling in the woods, as you were. I was going through it, and I happened upon some mysterious mushrooms on the ground. I don't know what about them spoke to me, but I thought I should just take one up and eat of it, you know? And so I decided to go to sleep later, and I didn't really feel any effects until then. I had this wild dream. The deer god, Elkington, came up to me and he said, Travis, you really need to kill your parents and get their money, so that way you can make your way in the world.
Yeah.
I didn't do it, of course, but
Oh, that's too bad.
they're dead, but you know, it's kind of a give and take. So prophecy is fulfilled as much as it is, and that's my story.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't suggest you go back into the woods.
Well, probably not. Well, there you have it, folks. Don't go anywhere. We still have one more guest coming on next to make her case for why I should vacation at the beach. Don't touch that dial. This is Surf and Turf.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your boss, your boss's boss, you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work. Thanks.
Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back to Surf and Turf with me, Travis Touchdown. Well, Glenn fought valiantly to get me to vacation on a camping trip in the woods, but we still have one more contestant left. In a moment, you'll meet our champion of the beach, but first, let's get to know this queen of the waves a bit better, shall we? Roll it.
Hello everyone, I'm Holly Ribnick, and today I'm going to show you what I packed to go to the beach. First off, little bag. Today I'm going to pack my bathing suit, but you can obviously wear it. A towel, very important. Sunscreen, most important part. We don't like skin cancer here. Wallet, headphones and hair clip. A book. My favorite place to read is on the beach. I'll get through a good chunk of that book. Obviously your sunnies. I like to pack an extra large t-shirt just to sit or walk around in. If there's a boardwalk, you can walk around right in the t-shirt. Some goldfish, and I'm going to show you my other snack in just a little bit. A hat, more sun protection. You're going to want to wear your favorite flip-flops. I like to bring a Polaroid camera. I think that's super fun. If I'm going with a group of people, I'll bring a speaker and then water. Hydration Nation, baby. Make sure you get a nice insulated one because that sun is going to heat it up. So I like to use a Hydro Flask so it stays cold as long as possible. Alrighty, let's get into that fruit salad.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Holly. Thank you so much for being here, Holly. I really appreciate it.
Of course, anytime.
So how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. Excited to be here.
Yes. So let's get right into it. What is the Beach Time Classic you're going to be preparing for us today?
We will be making a fruit salad. I think it's very, just like delicious and refreshing for a beach.
Can you tell us a bit about the ingredients that you included?
Sure. So we have some grapefruit that I chopped up earlier this morning, some frozen mango, we'll get into that, strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries. Now you can substitute some. My mom likes to put in kiwi and peach, but I'm allergic to a lot of fruits, so this is what I can eat. So that's what we're throwing in today.
All right, shall we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna have you start putting things into a bowl.
Sure.
Use a bowl with a lid so you can take it on the go. And I'm gonna chop up some strawberries.
Is there any specific order you want me to put this in, or?
No, just throw it in. I would say use all the blackberries because there's not a ton.
No.
Probably like a little over half then
Of the blueberries? Yes.
Definitely only half the bag of mango, even a little less. That's kind of up to preference. And then we're gonna use all of the grapefruit.
So I can't help but notice the grapefruit is a bit liquidized.
Yes, we squeeze the grapefruit. I like my fruit salad with extra juice on the bottom, which is also why we use frozen mango, because I make this the night before. So when you do that, it starts to get all liquidy and give a nice juice at the bottom. So you can drink the juice afterwards, and it gives you an extra little liquid at the beach.
It's nice.
In conjunction with that water. Definitely want to stay hydrated out there because that sun's gonna really wipe you out.
So why do you think I should vacation to the beach, Holly?
I mean, as someone who grew up by the beach, it's my happy place. The sun, vitamin D, so good for you. Salt water, I know Glenn said fresh is better, but personally I like the way salt water is. I don't know how to explain it. I know everyone's like, oh, fresh water, I don't feel as dirty afterwards. I don't know, I think salt water is really fun.
And some people don't really like sand. They think it's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
I think it's soothing.
Me too.
So
I agree.
we're gonna go with that.
Is there any beach in particular you like to vacation to?
When my family, we used to go to the Jersey Shore a lot.
Oh, sure.
So,
Where in the Jersey Shore?
Ocean City, New Jersey.
Oh my goodness, I go to
there used
Sea
to be
Island.
like 15 of us that would go, and we'd take up like half the beach.
Oh wow.
It was really fun.
All right.
So, yeah, we're just still chugging along with this.
Yep. Is there anything you want to say to Glenn? I know you said about fresh water not being better than salt water, but.
I mean, personally, I think camping, there's a lot of bugs.
There are a lot of bugs.
Also, the trees block out the sun, so.
All right,
better.
folks. Well, we just made this delectable looking fruit salad. Don't go anywhere. We're about to eat it right after this commercial break. Yummy, yummy. Stay with us.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Here's dessert, ladies. Ooh. There's only 3. These look good. Oh, you didn't get one. Here. I have both.
Sharing, it's the icing on the cake. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Hello and welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we made Holly's specialty, fruit salad, and we're about to try to determine not just her dish's worth, but hers as a human being. So, let's dig in.
Let's do it.
So what are you going to go for first? What's the first fruit?
I'm going to go for the mango and a blueberry.
I'm going to go for a blackberry and a strawberry.
And the longer you let it sit, the more juice will like build up.
I can see some juice on the bottom. It must be from the grapefruit, I assume.
The grapefruit and then the mango overnight.
Oh,
so
wow.
good, right?
It's very good.
Like, can you just like imagine sitting on a beach, getting the sun like blasted at you?
I can imagine that very well with this delectable fruit salad.
I don't know what it is about sea air that just like, I love it. Breathing in salt air, there's nothing better than that.
Now, is there anything you like to pack along with the fruit salad that you take to the beach?
I'm a big goldfish person. So as you saw in my packing video, I definitely bring a big bag of goldfish. You just gotta hide it from the seagulls. I know my dad really likes Doritos on the beach.
Really? Doritos?
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Doritos on the beach. I think it is the superior time to eat Doritos on the beach. Yeah, I mean, I like to pair like a fruit salad with something salty and crunchy, so you have like the best of both worlds going on.
I got you. So you say we could bring some snack mix along to the beach, potentially?
You could, Glenn. Maybe we should have a little
surf and turf.
Surf and turf going on at the beach, though, not camping.
Now, this frozen mango, adds a really nice flavor and freshness to the dish. Why did you pick like a frozen mango over a regular mango?
I mean, personally, I'm a little lazy, but also as it melts, it creates a juice at the bottom. But we'll just go with just the juice reason and not the fact that I didn't feel like cutting a mango. So I think cutting a grapefruit's enough work, and strawberries. And honestly, you can get all of this fruit like pre-cut. I know when I went shopping, like there was multiple containers where all of this was pre-cut for you.
Now, do you prefer pre-cut fruit or do you like to cut it yourself?
I like to cut it myself. I know it's fresher that way. But if I am on a time crunch, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
All right, Holly. So, tell me about this one harrowing time you ventured out onto the beach. Please, I'm dying to know.
Great. I mean, I have loads of beach stories, you know. I would have to go with any time I've been stung by a jellyfish, it's not a good time.
Really?
Yeah, it really hurts.
Does it happen often?
No, it's only happened like probably twice to me. But there was one time it like completely got wrapped around my leg. My grandpa had to like pull it off me. But good tip for that is white vinegar. Always keep it with you for if you're gonna be around like an area that has jellyfish. You can also pee on yourself if white vinegar is not available to you, but I like to be sanitary, so white vinegar is a lot better for that.
My time I remember having at the beach, my mom got this really bad sunburn.
Ooh, not fun.
She was as red as a beet, and it was not fun. We had to take her to the hospital.
Ooh. Did she use sunscreen?
Only like SPF 5. She was sitting.
That would do it.
She was sitting for a very long time out there. She was rather unresponsive afterwards.
That's not good.
And later in the night, she was dead. So, not because of the sunburn, but because somebody had shot her. But
okay, I'm gonna move this way a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, use sunscreen. It's really important. At least SPF 30. I don't really burn that much, but you know, skin cancer is a thing. So use SPF 30, please, and wear a hat. Hats are great.
And even the higher SPFs are really good for if you tan a bit easier or you burn.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, you've met our two guests, and we've tasted both their dishes. Now, it is time for the conclusive conclusion coming up after this. Don't touch that dial. This is Surf and Turf.
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother. You, your boss, your boss's boss. You, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Welcome back to Surf and Turf. It is now time to decide where I, Travis Touchdown, am going on vacation. But before we decide that, let's rate each dish we tasted today on 3 criteria: presentation, palatability, and preparation. Starting with Glenn. Your trail mix was very good, but perhaps left a bit to be desired in many areas. For a presentation, I'm giving you a 5. You added your own unique twist, lots of colors, but in the end, it still looks like your bog standard trail mix. For palatability, I'm giving you a 6. It was very tasty, but I could potentially see it clogging my throat if I'm just chugging it down while walking along the roads. And for preparation, I'm giving you an 8. It's easy and simple to make, and I loved that. It's great. All right, now on to Holly. Your fruit salad was a bold choice that I more so see as the yang to balance out Glenn's yin. For a presentation, I'm giving you an 8. Nothing better than seeing all those fruits in a bowl. For palatability, I'm giving you a 6. I don't know if it's these studio lights or where you got the fruit at points, but they tasted slightly sketchy. And for preparation, I'm giving you an 8. There is almost nothing as simple as cutting up the fruit. After taking these ratings for your dishes along with your stories, I've decided a winner. The winner of $100,000 and having the honor of me visiting your location spot by just 2 points is Holly. Congratulations, Holly. What are you planning to do with your money?
I think I'm going to go to the beach, but I'm going to go to a fancy beach. I'm thinking Bali.
Bali with Holly. There you have it, folks. A champion has been crowned and all is right in the world again. I'd like to thank my 2 guests, Glenn and Holly, for coming on today's show. This will never happen again, so I'll just say thank you for watching. Goodbye.